Hi guys, Evelyn here, the Evelyn at CranesHearth. Thanks for stopping in today. Today we're going to be talking about my journals and my journaling systems that I've been using. As someone who deals with depression, anxiety, and complex PTSD, journaling is a major tool in my toolbox for dealing with this stuff. And taking control of my life got a lot easier via journaling when I was introduced to the concept of bullet journaling. And it took a while to get there. And I will show you guys the old system that I was using. And I will give you a little walkthrough again of the more traditional bullet journal setup that I'm now using. So, need to figure out the best way of doing this. So real quick, I'm not a professional videographer in case you haven't noticed. So let's get into the journals. Here we go. All right, now, this is just my pen bag. When I started the Archer and Olive notebook here, time to turn the page. I need to do my rune and card reading for this week. When I started this journal, I tested every single pen, colored pencil that I had in here so that I would actually be able to see what I was writing. And these Pilot G2 07s have a variety of color. You can get these at Walmart, Amazon, whatnot. And the neons worked really, really well in this Archer and Olive book that came in their fall subscription. So this is just a little hand-sewed bag. Now, right here. Okay. So I had been using this lined notebook, and my system for this year was just something like this. And then whenever I would do my stuff, I'd come back to the main page to check it off, and I would have, other tasks on that day. And since moving here to the homestead, this is not really working out for me all that well. I forget to come back to this page. So transitioning over to a more traditional bullet journal where I've got all of my self-care, which is pretty important. My self-care gets its own pages because, these let me know when, if I am behind on these, if I fall behind on these, that lets me know that my depression and anxiety are acting up. And then I've got my daily chores. And you can see dishes. There are those out there who would not put that for their daily chores. But I have to do that because if I fall behind on dishes, then I know my depression and anxiety and PTSD are getting the best of me, and I need to deal with what's going on. So I've actually transitioned from using this kind of thing to the bullet journal for more chores and stuff. And I'm still using this as my long form journaling and the tarot challenge from Lion's Heart, spelled with an A, no E, on Instagram. You guys should definitely check that out. Now, these were all part of a large 20-pack that we got on Amazon for like $22. And as you can see, I used my metallic pens to make this a much more pretty on the cover notebook with some collaging and stuff. And this is just a simple lined notebook. Now, you can bullet journal. Where'd you go? I set the other journal on top of you. You can do a traditional kind of style bullet journal in a lined journal. But a large number of people who do the bullet journaling like using the dot grid, because a part of it is when you're setting up your bullet journal and the dot grids, you're investing the time and energy into it as a planner system, which is why it tick off. And for those of you curious about bullet journaling, I will have a link in the description to the original Ryder Carrol's video on it, and a couple other links to a couple other videos that I feel did a very good job of explaining the bullet journal system. It's really not that complicated, but you get as much out of it as what you're willing to put into it. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, these are the Exceed journals. This is my reading journal that I set up, and this was fun. The Exceed, as you can see, paper from Walmart is a bit on the thin side, and the pin test, as you can see, everything ghosts. So if you don't mind the ghosting, then the Exceed journals are a good option. You can get these guys at Walmart for about $8. And for my reading journal, I just went through and printed a bunch of, I took pictures of my covers that I'm going to be rereading, and I'm going to be pasting them in when I finish rereading them. And yes, Little House on the Prairie is on that list because I love Little House on the Prairie. Now, would I recommend these for heavy use, everyday use? They can probably stand up to it. You can see I had gotten 2 that day. They can probably stand up to everyday use. Probably. But I'm skeptical about that. They are because of the paper quality, you can get away with some pens in here, but you can't really use them for artistic stuff. So that one will be, this one's going to be my next one I move into. But let me tell you guys the story behind this one. It was New Year's Eve of 2021, the last night of 2020, and my neighbors decided to start shooting off fireworks at 8 p.m. and go until 2 a.m. And it sounded like they had spent entire paychecks on these fireworks. So my dogs and I were hanging out in the bedroom, chilling out, because they were freaked out because explosions, and I literally had nothing better to do. So the 2021 bullet journal has already been filled out. And we've got my bookmarks right here with washi tape. So I did the entire year in here. Probably not something most people would recommend. I've got my calendar, the long form calendar anyways. And I hate this. I hate September's setup. I prefer the bigger calendar. I have learned that, but I'm going to power through this and use this journal. I'm also going to redo November and December right there. And I will probably take you guys along for that because journaling is one of the things I like doing, and I will definitely be bringing you guys along for that because, that's the kind of thing I like sharing with y'all. So, temp tracker is, my husband and I are trying to have kids, so keeping track of my temperature is pretty important. It also lets me track my monthly ovarian rebellion, which has proven to be very useful too. And I did a top tab on these, as you can see. There's the bills and mortgage and everything that I'm going to be keeping track of. I'm going to be keeping track of my finished crochet pieces next year in here. We've got the major projects list. I'm going to be keeping track of all of that in here next year. We've got when was the last time I cleaned fridges, the tub, smudged, changed sheets, deep cleaned bedrooms, bathrooms, kitchen. Keep track of vehicle maintenance, air filters, water filters. Cleaned the dryer vent. That's pretty important, especially out here, because the last thing I need to do is let that lax. Because not cleaned dryer vents will in fact cause fires. Now, as you can see, this is based off of the old system. It is in here. Yes, hello, you are a pretty bird. Yes, okay. But so I've got these pages for the rest of the year that are blank that will be set up more like what you saw in here for my daily chores and self-care. And these are from a sticker pack that I had bought at Walmart and in the stationery / office section. And they're actually very nice stickers. I think it was $6 for the entire pack. You know, I've got my lessons for 2023. Got my vitamin breakdown. Now, this was a journal that I got on Amazon for, I think, $6. And as you can see, you know, there's my pen test. Oh, I didn't test the Crayola font tips in there. But as you can see from here, not a lot of ghosting. Make sure, yeah, okay. Not a lot of ghosting. And even the Sharp, well, I didn't actually test the Sharpie because Sharpie bleeds through everybody. They bleed through everything. So I actually love this. I love succulents. I love cactuses. I need the paper, and you know, I couldn't pass that one up. I'm going to save that beautiful thing for last. This is a $4 journal, wide roll, that you can buy at Walmart, again. And this is from Pen Gear instead of the Exceed line. And I've got 2 of these. They'll either get turned into magical journals, or my grimoire or book of shadows, whatever word you want to use for it. And the pen test for these guys was actually pretty interesting, as you can see. Here we go. Sharpie bled through. Duh. Sharpies always bleed through. So these, the paper is okay, but whether or not this spine will hold up to, like I said, everyday use, I honestly don't know. Now with these journals, the pages are perforated right here. So if you mess up on a page, you can just rip it out and use it. Use the unmarked up portion to cover up other mistakes if you want to. So that is that one. Now you guys saw this beautiful thing when I did my Archer and Olive unboxing, which I think was one of my first videos on the channel. But oh my gosh, I absolutely love this paper. And if it weren't for the fact that I had already filled this one out, I would be using this one in 2021. And I might still use this one. You never know. Because you know, I've got my reading journals that I'm doing now. And I'm doing the reading journals just as kind of a way to help motivate myself to read. And as you can see, you know, I've got the pen test, the Sharpie, and all the others right here. And this craft paper from Archer and Olive, not even the Sharpie bled through. I mean, how could you not love this paper? So I'm looking forward to using this journal. I will probably save this one for 2023 after I'm done with the 2021. Now I've got the bullet journal set up going in this one, but I'm still going to be using the rest of these. I have 4 of these left, counting this one, that I'm going to be keeping my long form journaling in. And I have found that when a memory decides to explosively unrepress itself, being able to write it down is a huge help. I feel like I'm missing one of my journals, so give me a second. Is that over here? Oh, yeah, they're right here. Okay. Since getting a new desk, I've been able to organize my journals and my pens and my stickers a lot more. So here's another one of the little notebooks that came from Archer and Olive. This is the white paper. It's the pen test right there. And only the Sharpie bled through because Sharpie. So this, after the blue one is full, this one is going to be my reading journal, my next reading journal. And as you can see, the goal is 14 books. And I have a tendency of picking books that trigger a lot of thought. So this was my Christmas present from my husband in 1 year. This is actually currently my therapy notebook. This is the one where I'm writing a lot in. And I actually have a session of therapy journaling that I'm going to be doing here later this week. No, you guys are not coming along for that. But he also got me a very nice pen with that one. So there you go. Those are journal reviews, if you will, and what I do to help me take care of the homestead here and be able to stay on top of projects. The bullet journaling system is the best system that I have found that works for me. There are a lot of planner systems out there, like the Happy Planner. You can get planners from Archer and Olive. You can find all sorts of ones on Amazon. Bullet journaling works the best for me. And take the time to check out Ryder Carrol's video from the official Bullet Journal channel. I'll have that linked below in the description, because bullet journaling takes however much effort you're willing to put into it. You can literally get away with only having, your month, and then having dailies. It's literally however much effort you want to put into it. If you like the more simple bullet journals and you like how they do that, I definitely recommend Mark over at MenWhoBullet. I definitely recommend digging into the more minimalist side of things if you like bullet journaling and you really don't want to spend all that much time putting together the bullet journal. And if you absolutely just enjoy watching the more artistic bullet journals do their thing because it's fun to watch them do that, definitely check out Autumn Ray Lee, I think her channel is. Check out Amanda Rach Lee. Check out Plant-Based Bride, Elizabeth over there. Torin Marie. Check out Shay Kimball. They all have beautiful bullet journals, and I'm not an artistic type of bullet journaler. I'm just not. Washi tapes and stickers are... This is me and them. But I absolutely love watching them do their bullet journals. There's just something very soothing and relaxing about watching them do their artwork. So definitely go give them a peek if you haven't before. And I just realized you guys are probably going to be a little bit curious about my stickers and my washi tape. So let me grab that real quick. So I have got these from the Archer and Olive fall subscription box. There's a lot of these little notes and calendar stickers, and I am using these extensively. So this way. So there's the sticker sheets that came from that box. I've got my notes over here that I'm not, when I use a calendar, I'll take and rip off the note for use in something else. And here's my washi tapes. I will actually use my washi tapes in my bullet journals, in my grimoires / book of shadows / magical journals. I've been using the washi tape everywhere I can think to use it. because I had bought one of these 40-pack for like 15 bucks on Amazon. And that's great if you use a lot of washi tape. You use up your washi tape pretty frequently. I am not happy about the quality of that washi tape. But, you know, I'm making do. So I invested in a couple boxes of better quality washi tape. And yoo-hoo. It immediately washes out everything in the background over there. Sorry about that, but I couldn't pass on the succulents. And I had also gotten from that same maker and series one with whales. I love whales, but I'm not as enthusiastic about whales as what some of our fellow bullet journalists are. And then Your Creative Studio has a subscription box that's vintage themed that you can buy 2 months of, 4 months of. And they had sent some really, really, really nice washi tapes in a couple of their boxes. Absolutely love those. And I've got a whole bunch of stamps that are currently sitting curing because I needed to put them on backs. So I've got these, which are masking tape stickers. And I've been using these up. I grabbed a 3-pack of them for like $8. The Your Creative Studio has these amazing vellum, I think it's how you say it, stickers in both the boxes. Oh no, did I use up all of my dragonflies? Nope, not yet. Yay! Second favorite insect. First favorite being butterflies. So, you know, just the little stickers that you can get from sticker packs off of Amazon for relatively inexpensive. But yeah, so there's the more silly stuff. Yeah, I won't bore you guys with the pens because there's a lot of pens out there. So, but if you have the Archer and Olive blackout notebooks and you're struggling being able to see, I definitely recommend these pens. Oh, come on. Here we go. And there are a few colored pencils that work in it in terms of color. Obviously, white does work, but it's a hard. It's a little bit of a hard notebook to use because of the blackout paper, but I absolutely love it. So that is today's video. Hopefully you guys didn't get bored to tears. As always, thank you so much for stopping in and saying hi and sharing your time with me today. Let me know what you thought of the video. I hope you stick around, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.